And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Star Spangled Banner lets us know that it is time for Grace Christian baseball. It's baseball at the Burn, game number 5 on the season as Grace Christian finishes what is a 5-game homestand. 3 this weekend, 1 last Monday, and then the final one tonight. They'll be back on the road before they are back here on March the 6th. But your Warriors getting ready to come out. You see the dugout with the Warrior baseball sign, and Carson getting ready to lead his troops out, and here come the Warriors. Batting order stays the same tonight. We'll get the outfield and get the lines for you. Jack Powell is going to start on the hill. Got to visit with him last night. Said he was never going to do it again. Got a little stage fright out there. Canyon is over at first base. Seth Cook will be at second base. Over at shortstop will be Maddox Adelise. And at third base is going to be Luke Johnson. Out in the outfield, you see right in front of us here is Barton. In center field is Carson Courtright. And in left field tonight, as where he's been, is Aiden Cook. Micah Palmer will be the designated hitter for Barton tonight, but that gives you a look around the lineup and the park and ready to get things going here. It is your Grace Christian Warriors. And let's see, Mr. Keith, we're still waiting on you to get back over here, buddy. We got a spot right there for you when you get back next week. Grace Christian playing host to the Trailblazers of Lake Charles Prep. You see the Trailblazers there getting ready to hit. We don't have a batting order on them. We'll get it as we come in. There's our buddy, Coach Ben McLaughlin, back on the field today. Got a call letting us know he was doing the Grace game, so glad to see him back out here. Canyon going in to talk to his pitcher, Jack Powell. And great night last night at the show. Chuck, we had a good time.
We did indeed. Just trying to get some microphone volumes because at the show, everybody talked at different volumes. So I had to make some adjustments. So I'm trying to get everything back on kilter. So thanks for giving me a moment to speak.
There you go.
Turn that ambulance mic down.
We'll pull the ambiance down and get ready to go to work. Again, Jack Powell makes a start. We saw him the other day and pitch wonderfully. Did not get a batting order or lineup on Lake Charles College Prep, so we'll stick with giving the information on the Warriors tonight. Seth taking over, getting the camera work now on ours. Here's Powell's delivery. That one misses inside, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Cortland that's batting, so getting something late in on this. This is Cortland that is the batter, and that was lifted and chased foul, and they'll get another one back in here. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the center field, or the shortstop. Again, beautiful night for it. Not too warm out here. The breeze is blowing well. Jack misses down low. You know, we talked to Brown yesterday, Coach Brown, at the show, and the one thing he talked a lot about of Powell, the junior, is that he really has command of the strike zone. Pounds it pretty well, doesn't give up a lot of walks. That one lifted foul and out of play, and they'll redo the 1-2.
Basically straight back into that. Hopefully he didn't park back their area. I know I didn't.
Look, I'm not going to get caught with that. It only took me 3 games to realize, Chuck, isn't that where you parked and we're standing in your truck in the outfield. Swung through that one and missed. Ball is going to drop over to first in time, and that is going to be a K with a dropped third strike. Score the out, 2-3, the first out of the ball game, and that'll bring up Sterling. Sterling for Lake Charles College Prep. The Trailblazers, this is where normally I tell you the school and where it's at, but if you can't figure out where Lake Charles College Prep is out of, then we're in trouble. Sterling on the hill tonight for this LCCP team. That one bounces in front of Davis and will get back to the wall. Wind starting to blow just a little bit, but I'll certainly take that over anything that we had the other day.
What?
On Saturday. It was just as still as it could be. Here comes Powell with the delivery. Swung through that one, now evens a count at a ball and a strike. He is going to make you put the ball in play. One delivery from Powell. That one down in the bottom half of the strike zone, ball and 2 strikes. You can see the scoreboard a lot better today.
Yes.
Well, what a difference. Then we begged Coach Brown not to schedule any more of those 11 a.m. games out here. That one back fouling again. Reason number 2 why we don't have a camera back there in the padding, because that's 2 of them that would have got stuck back there, one last game and now this one.
That would have been a genius idea, though, to put one back there, Doug.
Thought about it, and one of these days maybe we'll have. If we can get it recessed into the padding enough, then perhaps we'll do that.
We could make it, maybe get with AT&T and make it an AT&T phone, and every time it gets cracked, we'll bring it in to replace it.
Right. Or just go through all of those that I've got in my drawer from the upgrades. That one misses down low. That are already cracked.
Oh, yeah.
But the camera's fine. It's just a screen that is. You get glass shards in you from scrolling up on it.
Well, speaking of cracked, maybe I need to tell you a joke. No, I'm just kidding.
No, maybe you don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
2 balls, 2 strikes, one down here early on top of the first. That one lifted out. And Luke is there to pull that one in. Second out of the inning. And this is what you want. You want to come out and make quick work. You remember Lake Charles Prep, I think Coach Brown told us, swept the Warriors last year. One was in extra innings, as a matter of fact, 6-3. The other one a little more high-scoring affair. Speaking of high, ball 1.
There you go. What timing? What timing?
I don't know that we'll ever top the Harry Carey one the other day.
That was absolutely beautiful.
It's something about a blind hog or the sun shining or something comes into my mind here, some sort of a cliche that we're going to leave off. Something about a hog and an acorn or something like that. Yeah. Swung through that one.
Even a blind hog finds an acorn?
That's the one. Warriors, when they bat, will bat the same order that we have seen them throughout the first 4 games of the season. This game, number 5, Warriors sit at 3-1. The Trailblazers of Lake Charles Prep at 1-3, and wanted that one, did Powell. That one just misses down low, 2 balls and a strike. Again, good luck to our Menard Lady Eagles tonight. They are playing in the state semifinals down in Hammond.
Yes, they are.
One of the teams that we cover. That one, same spot the last one was, and that's in there for the strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes, so Jack has an opportunity to go ahead and get out of this one. We say that, no, it's not a Grace team, but we cover a lot of Menard athletics throughout the season as well. Powell delivers the 2-2, 2 down, top of the first. Up high, the team thought it was good, but as they start to exit off, the Blues going to call them right back. Full count now to Herb, who stands in there. Powell looking to go 3 up, 3 down. That one misses low, and it will issue the walk. Only had a couple of walks the other night. Issues one here in the first inning. Powell stands in. First time we've seen him from the stretch tonight. Good look at the base runner. Going to step off and just walk him back a little bit. Had a good move to first we saw the other night. Powell now does come set, stands in a long time, delivers that one up high, and it misses ball one. So after making quick work of the first two batters, goes full on the third batter and now faces the cleanup hitter. This is, we'll get that for you again, we just had first names and got those late. This is Kevon. That one.
Ball, huh?
Yep, two balls, no strikes.
Thought it dropped in there, but can't see with 25 standing right there.
Right.
Kind of has that zone drop blocked a little bit.
We'll come at it from this side then and see what we can have for it. That one we know misses outside. Hope you enjoyed the show out at Fatburger last night. Fatburger and Buffalo's Express. You, man, if you Sunday nights at 6 o'clock, we'll be out there, out on that patio area. What a great place it was to be.
Most definitely. Beautiful night, beautiful air, beautiful environment.
Had a chicken and waffle sandwich made out of an Eggo waffle.
Is that what you ordered?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I saw it on there. I was like,
Would you believe I had the salad? Well, there was lettuce and tomatoes on the burger, so that counts.
And some croutons. Is that the buns?
Right. 3 balls, no strikes. After walking his first hitter, he throws a 4-pitch walk now to the next man up, and got to believe you'll see a visit from Brown just to say, hey, wait a minute. Let's get settled in. This will bring up Quincy, the right fielder. Runners at first and second. Jack goes through the first two batters, and now that's pitch number 6 in a row that is missed up high.
Catcher's coming out to have a word with him.
Quick little bit of word as Brown comes out, and then young man from Lake Charles College Prep who is on base, that's Herb, returns to second base. Kevon at first. They were both on via the walks, and Coach Brown's just giving them a little info saying, hey, hang in there.
Shake it off, get rid of the cobwebs. You know, it's first inning. Let's go ahead and make a.
And sometimes you just have to make a little adjustment. That's what you got to do. You rolled along with the first couple.
Take your change out of your right pocket, put it in your left.
Move it in your left, that's right. And the Warriors will now find their way back to their respective positions.
Your hat was just a little crooked. Let's move it over just a hair.
Just move it over. I know what you said.
And I said what I said.
I don't acknowledge them.
You did.
Day beginning to fall as the sun starts to dip behind the hazy clouds. A lot of haze in the air today. Powell comes set, looks back at second and delivers this one. And whatever he said seemed to work. Drops a run of 6 straight balls that were called. Infielders flashing the runner at second base just to keep him close. That one swung through and missed. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the right fielder, Quincy. Again, Herb on second, Kevon on first. Runners at first and second. We'll see if Jack's able to wiggle out of this one. Comes set and delivers. That one is lifted out right field foul. Surprisingly hits another car.
Wow. You know, if you had a glass business would replace windshields.
You'd be set, wouldn't you?
What? Hang around make sure you put signs, advertise with the baseball fields. Or with 446 Sports.
Right. That one drops through. So in honor of Chuck today, I heard that the next 3 days are the husband is always right days. February 29th, 30, and 31st.
Absolutely.
Are always. I hear that from my wife a lot. Those are your days, honey.
I love those 3 days.
Driven over to Luke. He's going to grab it, touch the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Good piece of hitting, but the Warriors able to get out of it with no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Due up for the Warriors in the bottom half of the first. Carson Courtright, Luke Johnson, and Canyon Wright when we come back.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
And we are back, bottom of the first. There you see the 2 leadoff hitters for the Warriors, Carson Courtright, Luke Johnson, with another pretty good Warrior hitter in his own right when he was back here. Graduate class of 2017, hit assistant coach Jacob Ladner, and one of the members of that coaching staff that has played for a state championship here at Grace Christian. Getting ready to get things going again at Lake Charles College Prep and Grace Christian. We go to the bottom of the first. Had some trouble brewing, some business happening out there as runners were at first and second. But after 2 outs, but able to get out of that on a ground ball to Luke Johnson, and now Carson will stand in there ready to go. Carson, we told you we talked. He got a little bit in his mind last night. He said he likes to take that unless he sees in warm-ups that the pitcher is throwing a lot of strikes, and he'll lay off of it. Works the count the way a typical leadoff hitter does that. He gets deep into the count often, but occasionally will step on a first pitch fastball. Pardon me.
Absolutely.
That one ground foul off his foot and rolls around over to where Luke is, and Luke will pick that one up. Carson now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Even when Luke is on offense, he's still making plays over there. Never met a ground ball he didn't like.
By golly.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Warrior leadoff hitter, Carson Courtright. Big shout out to all of you watching along. We know we'll catch up with some of those on Facebook throughout. That one misses low, and ball 2. We'll pop that up on Facebook and see who's watching us. Glad that you all join us.
Absolutely.
Couldn't do any of it without the sponsors that you see, so make sure you give them a call and tell them you appreciate them being a part of local high school sports. So after going 0-2 to Courtright now has battled back to fill this thing up like the prototypical leadoff hitter we mentioned.
And as the saying goes, the payoff pitch, right?
It does. That one is, I guess, kind of cricketed down the line. It's going to get thrown away, and now Carson is going to hustle into second base. Well, he'll stand up looking around. You know, that was a tough one anyway. I'm going to give him a base hit on that. And again, my scoring has nothing to do with the official books by any means. But that will bring up bring up Luke Johnson. And we talked to Carson last night about the ball that hit him on his cheek. It hit the bottom part of his shades, and that's what hit that. Had a little bit of a scar there, but I'm telling you, luckily did not have anything in his eye.
A few more characters, and we could have the whole cast of the Lion King, Scar, Mufasa, Simba.
I apologize in advance, all of those of you watching from New York.
Kid-friendly.
And all around the world, yes. That one in there, strike one to Luke. Again, working the count. Remember, Carson had started 0-2 in the count, battled back to fill up the count, and then ends up with a little base hit to third base, an infield single. That one twisted foul down the left field line. A good piece of inside out hitting, but Luke finds himself in a hole 0-2. Canyon Wright, Cody Davis, Seth Cook to follow. One down here, or correction, nobody out. Wow, faux pas early in the game.
Runner on second.
That one driven right to where we are. And that will get Luke Johnson on back-to-back base hits for the Warriors. That one gets away, and that's going to chase Luke down to second base as the ball that coming in got behind the batter. So Luke and Carson, runners at second and third. So give him the base hit. He gets second on the error, and Carson advanced on the run. They weren't going to get him anyway, and that will bring to the plate Canyon Wright. Right with 3 home runs on the season, had 2 of them in the game Saturday.
There you go, getting your shades on.
Right, gotta have my shades. Otherwise, it doesn't work out if I don't have the shades on. I do wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh dear.
See?
Oh dear.
Good grief.
I have the mute button.
Right, indeed. Runners at second and third. Canyon looks at one of those that might have wanted to take a hack at, but he's up there being very, very careful. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out here, bottom of the first.
You stay professional. I'll be the comedy Kazi.
Right. That one misses down low, but not near enough to advance anyone in from third base.
Got runners in great spots, though, with Canyon at the helm.
Right. Scoring position, runners at second and third. Johnson at second. Carson, the leadoff hitter for the Warriors, stands at first. Check swing. They're checking him. Nothing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cody Davis stands on deck, ready to take his hack at it. That one misses down low, and another full count offering to a Warrior hitter. Warriors have some business going. They've matched the 2 runners on base that the Trailblazers put up, but the Warriors have none out. That one's in there. Strike 3. Yeah, saw that coming. Canyon thought it had missed inside, but that is a strikeout looking. And Canyon will probably go back to about the second pitch in that at-bat, one that he thought he could handle. And Cody Davis will stand in there, runners at first and second. Luke and Carson at second and third. That one ground back foul. Warriors looking to start the season 4-1. 5-game home stand, if you will, to start things off. I think they play this weekend in some tournament. We have to see. I know that they're playing Friday and Saturday. That's what I get for not looking at the schedule, because my mind doesn't remember quite as much as it used to. That's the only problem.
No, today is the 28th, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That one hit by pitch to Cody Davis. So that'll load the bases up for Seth Cook. And you know Seth is due. He's been swinging the bat pretty well. The Warriors' second baseman tonight stands in there. Taking a look around the bases, Cody Davis on at first. We told you Luke at second and Carson at third base. Here's the delivery to Cook. That one misses. We'll see if Carson's coming, and he is. Going to be a play at the plate. No, he gets back. Look at that. He's holding on to his head. He said, I should have kept going. See, that's what I get for covering home, and I'm waiting for him to come in, and he turns around and goes back the other way.
I looked up.
Between the two of us, we ought to have the right angles tonight on these cameras.
Or the left ones.
That one misses down low. 2 balls and a strike to Cook. Always, always, always a pleasure visiting with Seth during an interview. You know, first time we interviewed him was up in Iowa last year.
Just 2 balls, by the way, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, there it is.
See?
Fortune teller.
I'm a prognosticator.
You have your license?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a letter from my mom.
Oh, wow.
2 balls, 1 strike now. But anyway, we talked about Seth and the way that he handled the interviews just as a sophomore last year. Check swing, fouled back.
And out into the field.
Was very, very impressive, and he did that as well. You know, you sit there and you get good responses. A lot of the young Warriors unable to make good use of their interview time, but Seth and Carson did a good job with that.
Absolutely did.
That one ground up the middle. Out at second is made, over to first, not in time. 1 run comes around to score. Luke hustling in. He'll be the second Warrior run. Cody Davis out on the fielder, or out at second, and Seth reaches on the fielder's choice, but 2 runs do come across. There you see Seth. I got to say, I guess there you see Seth. I'm not sure because I'm not seeing the view that's on there. Chuck's switching to make us sound a little bit better.
I'm working on it.
There's Maddox. That one taken very low for strike 1.
Trying to anticipate your move, so it's
good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. 2-0 Warriors lead this one. That one down low. Well, Chuck, if baseball weather, if you could draw up a perfect night for baseball, I gotta believe this is what you would dial in.
It feels great.
Look, a good cool breeze that's just kind of easing through the air. The wind's not blowing out here. It's just it's making its way through.
And it's supposed to get cooler the next couple of days from what I understand.
Yeah, big winter storm out on the west coast coming this way. Not all the way down here, but that one misses low, much to the chagrin of the catcher who was trying to frame that one.
It's not going to get too cold. I mean, I think it's like the mid to low 60s, but still, that's just beautiful.
So that's hot
weather.
for February, but it's not 81 degrees hot like the parade was.
Yeah.
Here's a 3-1 offering to Adelise. He hops around, and dead ball had hit him, so just not going to make a difference on the base runner, but if you're scoring at home, that is a hit by pitch and not a base on balls. Jack Powell, the Warriors pitcher, will stand in there waiting for his opportunity to add to it, and the infield gathering in for Lake Charles College Prep. Again, they swept the Warriors last year. Coach Brown certainly had a memory of that and was saying, you know what, we're ready to get back after it. Was encouraging to hear that he told us that Cooper would be able to do some pinch running now as he's getting himself back in, had that elbow issue, but good to see the young man, Cooper Courtright, that should have the opportunity to run some. That one misses low as well. One ball, no strikes to Jack. And now the coach will come out there and visit, and that's going to send Powell back over to talk to Coach Brown just a bit. There you see Seth Cook on second base.
Yeah, I'm on yours.
Give us an opportunity while they're doing that. We'll see. We'll check that schedule out for the Warriors. This schedule update brought to you by, well, us, because
Everybody's scampering back to their spots. Back in the box.
Marksville tomorrow. The Warriors head over to Marksville. They play that game. JV will play at 4. Varsity
There's a strike.
will be at 6, and that is 1 ball and a strike. So a busy couple of days for the Warriors as they go. And then this weekend they'll be down in Oberlin for the Oberlin tournament.
Conversation on the mounds is paying off for the Trailblazers.
It did, and that just goes to show you that the stuff is there. It's just it gets in your brain a little bit. That one driven, hit well, but back foul.
Trying to find that camera you wanted to put back there.
Right? Look, it's further proof of why we don't need to do that.
I'm glad you thought of that.
I think we can find somewhere up there above it, though, in that press box area to put one after we get through that one's lifted, sliding in and making the catch, and that's going to retire the side for the Warriors. So a good catch by that young man sliding in to grab that one. And that will do it for the Warriors, but not before they pick up 2 runs in the bottom half of the first. Slow start to this one as we are moving right along. We go to the top of the second. Warriors have the lead 2-0 when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Back to the burn we go. It is time for the top of the second. Left-handed hitter stands in there. That is Justin. Jack got the first 2 batters that he faced, then walked a couple. And that one is lifted deep and way back, and it is gone. Big-time home run. Hit that one left center and slowly trotting around the bases, and it's not going to draw many applauses as you see the coaching staff staring and wondering, hey, why is he taking so much time getting around the bases?
Good hit on the ball, though. I'll give him that.
Indeed, it was without a doubt. But that, oh boy, them the slow trip around the bases is not going to make any fans here. Of course, that home run doesn't help matters either.
No.
And I know you'll have the response to it if you want to keep that from happening. Keep the ball in the park. I get that.
Right.
However, two balls, or correction, 2-1 Warriors lead this one. I'm confusing you, Chuck. 0-2.
Thank you. Thank
Right.
you.
That is Caden that stands in there.
You'll be proud of me, Doug.
Always proud of you, Chuck.
Well, you're so sweet. Spent a little time to get Kimberly Harrell's spot, if you will, her in the rotation.
We should, up in the top corner, we
Yes.
should have her commercial here this week, too. So,
Okay.
look, and being an old marketing guy that I am,
Old emphasis.
yeah, I told him, I said, make sure that the people doing the commercial don't call her Kelly. Because
Carol.
I called her Kelly all night during the game the first time when we got on there, and in fact it is Kimberly. So yes, but a big part to her and her group, the Kimberly Harrell's certified appraisers, and of course the folks at Fatburger and Buffalo's Express.
Yes.
For putting together the Warrior Roundup.
Great supporters.
Yes, indeed.
Great food too. You need to come on out there on Sunday afternoons.
Look, wasn't it good?
Oh goodness. Probably one of my top-rated burgers places there.
Yeah. And
Of
look,
course, if that's in your name, that you better be doing it right. Kind of like that other chicken place.
right, the other chicken place. That one swung through and missed. That is a strikeout. The tag is made, so throw down to first is not necessary. But it is a strikeout, dropped third strike, and it's going to be 2 unassisted on the putout, and that is the first out of the inning, and that'll bring Chance to the plate. He is hitting 8th. A little bit of a breeze starting to blow out in our face now, not much to it as the sun starts to make its way down. The lights will start to come on here in just a bit as night trades places with the daytime.
And so if the wind is blowing in our face, just for the folks at home, it's blowing out to outfield. So
that's correct. We're way back here in the outfield, as proof by that somehow that picture that got on from that my Saturday day attire, Saturday day attire. Had the hat on covering there, and I had this was.
How'd that get on there?
I don't know. Let me give my wife access to my business page, and that's what happens. That one is pushed foul back out of play.
So
nothing in 2. Yes, sir.
29th, 30th, and 31st is all things are right with us. Right?
Husbands are always right days.
So we get that recognition once every 4 years.
Oh, no, you don't get all of just once. That's correct. That one is driven. Seth makes a fine stab over there to his left. Comes up with that and gets the throw over to first base in time for the out. Great work, Seth Cook. 4-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up Jaden, who represents the 9th position in the lineup. That one in there for the strike. 2 strikeouts on the night for Powell. Struck out the first batter, and then the last out has been acquired by strikeout. Swung through that one, a nifty off-speed pitch, and now he's got the Trailblazer 9-hole hitter down 0-2. I think you come back with that a little bit more, and you ought to be okay. Just misses up high.
Good looking kick out on him there from the.
It is, and that's what we're looking at. I don't know if I confuse you a lot when I get on when I change, but there's a good look, and that lets you know. Strike swinging, and Jack Powell is through that. That will wrap things up for us in the top of the second. no runs, or correction, the 1 run on the big home run. 2-1 cuts the lead in half. We'll be back to see how the Warriors respond when we come back for the bottom half of the second. Due up for Grace Christian is going to be Micah Aiden and Carson Courtright when we come back.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
We are back to Grace Christian, 2-1. They lead bottom the second following the big home run. And the slow trek around the bases. Micah Palmer stands in there, designated hitter for the Warriors. He bats for the right fielder Lane Barton. That one hit over towards third where it's gloved. Coach Brown actually makes that play. Nothing in one, the count to Palmer following foul. That one misses, ball 1, evens the count up at 1-1. Warriors 8-9-1 due up here in the bottom of the second. That one is stroked out to left field. That's going to be a good clean base hit. And Palmer continues to swing the bat well this early in the season. Aiden Cook now will come. We saw Aiden pitch the ball pretty well the other night. Had a tremendous game against the Raiders of Northwest. Squaring around a bunt and bunting this one back foul is Cook. Again, the Warriors make the trip to Avoyelles Parish tomorrow, where they will face the Tigers of Marksville in that one. JV game beginning at 4. That varsity game gets going around 6 o'clock. We will only be bringing you the home games this season, not the road games. Travel constraints and such as that prevent that from happening. Maybe one day in the future. That one's that slash. We heard about it on the show last night. Thrown over to first base, though, in time, and give that is a sacrifice for Cook that gets Palmer to second base, and Carson Courtright will be up with just 1 out. Carson had a base hit and scored a run. And so the Warriors get their top of the lineup back up. Not sure what happened with one of our adapters on our camera. Shows it's got full battery on it still. That one misses, ball 1. And Courtright will stand in there and take that one in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, that young man has already scored once on the day, one of the 2 runs he and Luke Johnson came across to get that going. And that one roped out to right, left, center. That's going to bang across the wall. Palmer coming around to score. Carson Courtright celebrating there as he gets back with an RBI single. Good piece of hitting, Carson Courtright. Luke Johnson now ready to go. He'll stand in there. He also had a base hit, got around to third on that error, and scored a run. So the 2 that have the runs for the Warriors, or that have a couple of those runs for the Warriors, are standing in and back on the bases. Top of the lineup, bottom of the lineup, everybody seems to be doing the job that they need to. That one smoked down the line and to right field, and they'll hold Courtright at first as it was smashed down to right field. So Courtright will go to second. Back-to-back base hits for Courtright and Johnson. Go back to Micah. He had the base hit as well. So 3 hits for the Warriors thus far this inning. And Canyon Wright now, let's get the shades back on, Chuck. Chuck, I need to get you a pair of those shades, too.
That would be nice, but I also have to have a prescription to see some things.
Right, I understand that. I just go blurry. I'm like the camera when we move it too quick.
That's awesome.
Canyon stands in, ready to go. That one misses up high to right. No, his family watches along. We get a lot of folks watching this young man play the game here this year. That one misses down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Doing exactly what they wanted to do in this one today, coming out and really attacking the baseball. That one crushed back foul. Will go into the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1. Warriors lead this one, bottom half of the second. That one roped down the line on a shot. Gonna bang off of the state championship sign that's out there. 1 run coming around to score is Courtright. They will hold Johnson, and that is an RBI double for Canyon Wright.
Left fielder was having trouble gathering that one up over there against the wall.
It hit the wall pretty quick. You know, one of the things that Coach Brown told us last night, he said, you know, the good thing is a ball hit off of the wall doesn't dent it if it is that wooden fence. But great work by Canyon to muscle that one up, and that is 3 base hits in a row, and 4 of the 5 batters that have batted this inning have base hits. Aiden Cook, the only one without, and he's got a sacrifice. 4-1. That one bounces around but not going anywhere is Johnson. He'll stand his ground at third. Too much going on with Cody Davis and Seth Cook and Adelise and that group to bat. Cody Davis stands in there. He was hit by a pitch officially back in the first. Looking to return the favor on that baseball that got him last time. Not in this town baseball.
No.
2 runs in the bottom of the first, 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Warriors get 4. 1 run in the top of the second for the Trailblazers. 4-1 Warriors lead this one. And that one misses up high. 2 balls and a strike. Chuck making some technical adjustments there.
Working frantically to try to.
Frantically. That one upper half of the strike zone evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cody Davis, the Warrior catcher, everyday catcher. That one lifted foul and out of play. Update for all our Eagle fans that may or may not be watching tonight. Said there is no internet. The internet's down at Southeastern, and so they're not even going to be able to broadcast through NFHS.
Poor thing.
That's why you bring it with you. That one driven out. That's going to be a base hit as it settles right in front of the left fielder. They'll hold Canyon right. And the hit parade continues for the Warriors. 6 batters have hit, 5 with base hits, 1 with a sacrifice. Luke comes around to score. You'll see Canyon over at third base and Cody Davis at first to Seth Cook, who reached in the first on that fielder's choice. One of these days, the NFHS folks are going to let us do that for them and not hang on to it so mightily.
Or that other organization that partnered with them.
Big shout out to Coach Campbell, who's watching along, and that's off and running as that one is lifted out here where we're at. Center fielder camping under that. We're second baseman now. Yeah, that was looked like it moved in a little. I saw the center fielder going in. Didn't see the second baseman coming out on it.
And who's on first?
Runner, I don't know. Third base, right?
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yes.
Runners at first and third. That is Cody at first. Canyon is on at third, and that is a F4 is the second baseman. If you're scoring at home, got that one. Maddox Adelise will stand in there.
Cody was almost to second base on that fly ball and had to hurry up and scamper back.
So we were looking for Coach Campbell to come up there. Coach Campbell actually won the Fantasy Football League. That was the grief that I think he was passing out last night when he was saying, hey, how about that trophy? Where's the trophy? Don't worry, Coach Campbell. We got something in store for you next week, buddy. There's stolen base taken on strike number 2, and that gets runners at second and third. Cody Davis is going to be credited with the stolen base. And Adelise down 0-2. Needs to get something going and does not. That is the out. But the Warriors pick up 3 on 5 hits. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 left on. 4 hits, correct? No, let's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 hits, 3 runs, and 1 left on. After 2 complete, the Warriors lead this one 5-1. We'll be right back.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
We are back here. Baseball at the Burn rolls on. Your Grace Christian Warriors, Lake Charles College Prep, the Trailblazers, and the Warriors set to go to work here. Jack Powell gave up the 1 run in the second inning, just the home run. His only thing he's given up. That was a leadoff shot in the first. And speaking of leadoff, that will bring it back up to the top of the Lake Charles College Prep lineup. Cortland, who was a strikeout victim.
Which we're now on the bottom of the third.
Correct.
Just updated that scoreboard.
Recovering from that sun that really wrecked things for us on Saturday.
Love technology.
Something about technology, a lot of equipment, and sun beaming down on you.
Yes. My neck feels probably like our little technology box felt.
That one there for the strike. 0-1 the count. Back again, we said, to the leadoff hitters. We go top of the third. It's Jack Powell. We've seen him play a couple of different spots for the Warriors. Coach Brown very excited about the prospects that Powell displays. A junior this year. Came over to Grace as a sophomore last year. Had to sit out for a season before playing for the Warriors. Went through practice, was a trooper, made it through the practice all the season, but was ineligible and now is back there wearing the pinstripes for the Warriors.
Had a ball game last night, from what I understand, the Pineville Rebels, Tioga Indians. Rebels won that one 4-5.
Would they win it?
5-4, sorry.
Thank you, Chuck.
Reverse orders.
What did we always learn on day one of announcer camp?
Descending order.
That's right. The winning score always goes first.
No matter how you say it, the winning score always first.
No matter what, Cortland walks. He's down. He struck out and walked. That'll bring up Sterling. Sterling popped out to third base. Tries to bunt this one and does. Jack's going to have it, unable to make a play, and that gets the runner all the way around to third. So a good bunt there by Sterling, and he is the pitcher, so we'll see if they courtesy run for him.
Looks like he's standing off the bag over there.
Coach Brown out talking to the Warriors. Score that one a base hit, as it just wasn't. You weren't able to glove that one at all. The runner third was hustling around the entire time, so you got runners at first and third, and here come the Lake Charles College Prep Trailblazers. We knew that it was going to be that kind of a battle today.
And they are trailing, but don't know if they're going to set a blaze, right? It's good.
I just can't.
It's not terrible.
Well, I'll let you guys at home vote on that while we've got a break. See, it's a compassionate group that's at home, and I don't think, Chuck, that they'll really take. So the people that are watching that don't listen, that aren't going to type in, that don't like it, they're not going to comment on it because there's no thumbs down button on there. You can't dislike it.
Well, I have broad shoulders, so you can give me your honest feedback, folks.
I do joke. I am jokingly saying that because Chuck did say something funny. What was it, back in 18?
Yeah, 2018.
So, right?
Yeah.
Runners at first and third. Infield is drawn in. There's the first to third. And that gets the run in as just not a lot of a little bit of sloppy defense, throwing the ball around, not making the check. This one, Jack goes to first like he has to, but on the throw, unable to get there. And that's the second run of the day coming across for Lake Charles College Prep. And gets a runner down to second.
Sloppy camera work on my behalf, too.
Well, that one was difficult. That one misses outside. And just, you want to say, well, maybe it's the after effects of playing the games over the weekend. They've got to, but everybody's doing it. You got to come out and bear down. That one misses tall as well. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 run across, nobody down in the top of the third. Lake Charles College Prep 1-3 on the season, but they are in this one and battling. They are out of District 3, 3A. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody down here to Herb. He had a base on balls back in the first. Following the back-to-back outs, that one is lifted foul and back out of play.
Poor Carr.
Right. Nobody holding young man on now. Seth flashes in. That one swung on and driven back to that backstop. Good hack at it, but it evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after falling behind the 3-hole hitter 2-0, a couple of foul balls, and this count is even back at 2-2. Powell's got that good off-speed pitch with a little movement on it. We'll see if we see it here. He comes set, looks into Davis and throws this one. Does try to bend that one a little bit, but it stays up high. Lights have come on out here at Merrill Blackburn Field. Powell steps off as he's run the count full. Don't know that he's going to have a long time if he's unable to find command of the strike zone. That one fouled back. Again, we'll repeat the full count offering. Did see on there that my buddy Keith will be back next week. Hey. So we'll have him back on the 6th, we believe. May get him to come up here and get on the camera. No, he won't do that.
Something purple, Keith. How about that?
I can tell you he won't be on the camera unless I catch him over there in his spot. That's his spot. That one driven over. Diving stab is made there all the way over to first. Not in time. Thrown away and chasing the runner back to third. And he's right. Oh, and now they're calling him safe because the ball was dropped. Had him initially. The call was made, but then the ball gets back to the fence over to the backstop dugout. That's where it went. And that is another run.
Goodness.
Believe that came around to score. Now that runner's going to be at third.
Yes.
Is all that he is, and that gets the runner down to first. So runners at first and third now. Again, nobody out, and the Warriors doing their best to stave off this inning. I got to think they'll trade the run for an opportunity to get an out here, and you've seen that Lake Charles College Prep has been off and running in this one. So was our other camera receiver battery dead?
Apparently.
Huh.
Either that or it's just not putting out any power.
Puzzling. But is it back on now?
It is back on.
All right, there you have it.
Thanks
to plugging that one in and avoiding the technical difficulty. 5-2, Warriors lead this one, top of the third. Trailblazers bat with a couple of runners on. Throw over to first, not in time. Well, had to throw over to third in time, but ball got away. Just a bang-bang play over there at third base. Standing, delaying, now stepping off. Very concerned about that base runner that is at first.
I don't know if they'll try another third to first combination since they were not successful.
Thrown a couple of them away. That one ground over to Luke. Runner comes into second. The play is made there. So it's a new runner that's at first, but same runners at first and third. Good job of the runner to stay where he was at third base and not get thrown out attempting to go home. And this is Quincy, the right fielder. certainly. Oh, there's the first to third, and that's. Safe at home, good bit of base running, and we're gonna get the camera. Seth gets rolled up out at second base coming here. Jack does. Correction, Adelise. Maddox Adelise gets rolled up, and we'll get the camera off of that. Rolled up the back of the leg and ankle of Adelise on that one. Finishing the play, they had the runner caught off of first base and unable to get anything out of it. It allowed the run to get home. And, 2 runs have come across. And this is certainly a battle. And we're looking in on it, and the young man Adelise is up and about. He's good to go. Now they'll probably get him to jog a little bit and try to see how it feels as they're stretching it out off to the far side. And he will run just a bit to try to see how everything is. So that's a good sign. Try to get things set for you. We know we do have a runner at second base and a run in. And goodness, this has just been as solid defensively as the Warriors have played, Chuck, in the first few games. This game is not that one.
It is not. It is definitely not. They just kind of a slight implosion, if you will. I don't know if that might be a little bit strong, but just not
firing on all cylinders tonight.
Exactly
It's not.
Yep.
It's not that Grace style of defensive baseball that we saw just on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
That is Kevon that is on second base. Quincy stands there and lifts this one out to left, camping out under it and getting it. Got a shot at second base. Not in time. So that is going to be the fly ball from Quincy. And a good job of getting under that one out in left field was Aiden Cook. That represents the second out of the inning. And Justin stands in there, and Justin, all he did was put it over the outfield wall the last time he batted.
He's batting lefty this time. Didn't he bat right?
No, he was lefty. That's
lefty.
why he went opposite field with it too. We're going to try to make a little bit of adjustment to brighten our camera up just a bit. Chuck doesn't like it when I fiddle during the game though, and that's not working. So in between,
I guess I'll take over that camera.
We'll work on that and get it brightened back up for you. Powell set to deliver this one in. That one driven up to second base. Seth Cook with a backhanded stab over to first in time to retire the side. Lake Charles College Prep, the Trailblazers pick up 2 runs in the top of the third. After 2.5, the Warriors still lead at 5-3. Due up for Grace Christian is Jack, Mike, and Aiden when we come back.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee.
We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And we are back. Getting ready for the bottom of the third sees that first pitch fouled back. And that is...
Stop the bleed on that.
Indeed, I'm making sure on my book. Chuck, zoom in just a bit there. Is that all you got? Oh, that one darkened up a bit. That one misses down low. Evens a count at a ball and a strike. Yeah, that's lifted way back, going to be at the just caught just this side of the wall. Good shot at it, and that's probably one of the best ones that we've seen from Powell hit this year. Really put a charge in it, but going to be just before the fence there. And Micah Palmer, who has been swinging the bat quite well for the Warriors, will stand in there. He had a base hit to left and scored a run back in the second part of that three-run second inning. Yeah, Jack had a good charge, but he's flown out to left twice this inning. That one fouled back off and off the foot of the Warrior designated hitter. Warriors are going to have to keep scoring runs as this Lake Charles College prep. That one's grounded, hustling down the line. Not in time.
For the runner.
Correct.
Yes.
Out at first. Yeah, he was hustling down the line, but unable to get there was Palmer, and that's back-to-back outs. Aiden Cook stands in there. He had the sacrifice in the middle of about 5 base hits. Two down, and we've seen the Warriors do some work here. But
kind of an inside swing there. Kept his elbows in. Wasn't sure what was going on with that one. Might have been a breaking ball.
In that first and second inning, they did, but it just seemed like the steam kind of came out of the engine for the Warriors, having an off inning here. Put up 2 in the first, 3 in the second, but have gone 2 up, 2 down here. That one is over to short. Play it first in time. Retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Warriors. Due up in the top of the fourth. It will be 7-8-9 when we come back.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, It's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Made our way to the top of the 4th. And nothing across. 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. They'll have the heart of the order, the top of the lineup up when we come back. Jack Cook back out there. Good to see Adelise back in the game. He's still stretching that knee out a little bit, but he had it rolled up on in that play at second base, but he's back out to shortstop. That one misses inside and bounces up and around. That's taking ball 1. I will tell you the sky starting to show off here tonight, and then we'll get a look at that in just a bit.
And you can see
as the lights start to make their way on here and take over this darkness, but just a beautiful night here at Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium on England Air Park. That one ground over back deep in the hole. On time to first. Good play. Good work. Good to see Maddox Adelise back there showing his range. Adelise, the sophomore shortstop for the Warriors. Big future ahead for that young man.
up high in ball 1.
6-3 on the putout to Caden. Now Chance stands in. Chance ground out to Cook. To Seth Cook back in the second inning.
Ouch.
That one misses just inside. 2 balls and no strikes. So, again, we invite you to join us Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. out at Fatburger's on Versailles. Fatburger and Buffalo's Express. You'll want to go by there and check that out. To give you a true sample of their menu, I'm going to have to work my way through it and try some differences. Chuck, do you know if you eat the triple X, the big one, the XXXL, you get your picture on the wall up there?
You do. You also have to increase your shirt size, too, I'm afraid.
Indeed.
That's a big old burger.
3 balls, no strikes. That one misses up high. And following the ground out, there is a walk to Chance, and now Jaden will stand in there representing the 9-hole hitter for this LCCP team.
Time called on the field. So
should be getting a courtesy runner in for the catcher.
Yeah, he just swapped him out.
Again, we talked about that left side of the defense with Adelise and Johnson, just as solid as you've seen through the years. Time called again. So we'll try to keep you updated. No internet connection, but they will be updating on the HSM athletics site. A lot of great people. We know it's not Grace, but they are, a local Alexandria team that we cover here on 446 Sports, and a lot of our folks are watching that as well. But looking to make it. That one is popped up. The bunt is back behind Cody. But that game doesn't go off till 8 o'clock tonight.
Starts at 8?
Starts at 8.
Wow. Afraid I might be snuggled up, head on the pillow. And
not at 8 o'clock you won't.
Might be close.
Well, you look back at that, and we'll get another shot of,
there you go,
of the night sky here in Alexandria.
Come to it after this pitch.
Powell stands there and stands there trying to get the batter to step out. And that's our view from where we're at here tonight. That is facing the airport area as you look back from Grace Christian, that tree in the background. Just a majestic photo here at Merrill Blackburn. That one gets away from the runner, or from the pitcher. That out is there, second out of the inning, and that gets you back up to lead off. That young man, Cortland, struck out and has walked and has scored a run. So he bats in back-to-back innings there, and that's what led in part to that two-run inning. Last inning, 5-3, the Warriors have the lead, trying to answer the 3-up, 3-down clean inning. Swung through that one. 4 strikeouts now on the night for Jack Powell. The junior right-hander stands back. He got a runner at first. Just steps off and looks back that direction. Yeah, just a majestic looking sky here. And if this doesn't, we'll have that picture posted of the night. That one fouled back out of here. But that is taking a good look at our view. That'll be one of those that get posted up. You can believe that. Baseball has a way of giving you gifts like that. Come out here and see what God has to offer. And man, you can't beat fun at the old ballpark. See, that's the problem with those sports that are indoors. You don't get an opportunity to get out and see that off and running. Throw off the bag and getting in safely. And Davis, we saw him miss a couple over to the side of the bag before coming up with a pretty good throw in that game the other night. But he's thrown out the bulk of the runners that have been there on him. But the two that he's missed off to that third base side of the bag. See if the Warriors attempt a pickoff throw here. That one ground over to short. To Canyon at first in time, and that will retire the side. So the Warriors allow a runner on. And now we'll see what they have coming up for them in the bottom half of the fourth. When we come back, it is Carson Courtwright, Luke Johnson, and Canyon Wright right after this on 446 Sports.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee.
We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Carson Courtwright set to lead things off. The Warriors center fielder is due up in this one. He has 2 base hits. He's 2 for 2 on the night. He's hit in the first and the second, led those off with base hits, and has scored 2 runs on the night. Getting production out of your top 2, that's certainly what you want, and that one is taken in by Courtright for strike one as we get things going here in the bottom of the fourth, excuse you.
Fourth.
Excuse me very much.
Crooked letter.
Misses low. Ball and a strike. Carson told us last night, so when he gets on the air, he's on the show with us last night. That one in there for the strike, a ball and 2 strikes. A little quiet and wasn't as outgoing. And I said, dude, I see you on the field. I see how it is. He's like, this different. But he warmed up and did a tremendous interview. We were excited to have him out there on that. And you could see the focus that was there in him, and look forward to talking to him many more times throughout this 2023 campaign. You know, one thing that rang true as Carson takes that one up high and out of the strike zone, fills it up. One thing that rings true, you asked each of them what their goal was, and it wasn't a district championship. It wasn't to make it to the state tournament, the state championship. It was to win the state championship. And,
wow.
You know, having that type of focus is what you got to have. That one out to shortstop is handled over to first in time. And Courtright is down for the first out of the fourth. 5 straight retired for Lake Charles College Prep. And Luke Johnson will stand in there ready to hit from the left side. I think that has been Luke's walk-up song since he was an 8th grader here.
Oh.
He's been around for a long time and has had that song as long as I can remember. A lot of guys will change their song, but he stuck with it and has it. And you know when Luke Johnson steps into the batter's box when you hear the Kung Fu fighting.
That's awesome. There was a variant of that, a comedy routine one that was called Boot to the Head. It wasn't a song. Well, I guess it ended in a little bit of a song. I think it was on one of the sitcoms. Saturday night, I think it was.
One of those Saturday night sitcoms, he says.
Boot to the Head. Look it up. Pretty funny.
Just not right now while the game's on.
No, definitely not.
That one misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Looking around to just a half moon in the sky tonight. Don't see any, just the one star peeking its head through as night hasn't completely taken over just yet. Still settling in to dusk, but what a picturesque time to be here. That one fouled back into that dusk, and it evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It just waves of color as they pass through the sky there.
Big difference from Saturday when the sky was bright and we saw those jets flying through.
Oh, my goodness.
That was fun to watch. That one lifted. Foul again back behind. Out into that parking area that's there, not quite down to the parking lot where a lot of folks, but where if you're brave enough, you park down that sideline just to the left of the third base line.
Only the brave can survive. And a decent-sized pocketbook.
That one smoked between first and second, and that's going to get Johnson on with a base hit as he takes a small turn around and a 3-for-3 night for Luke Johnson. Kenyon Wright stands in there. He's got a double. And he struck out once, 1 for 2 on the night. You see Luke over there getting some inspiration from first base coach Jacob Ladner.
There he is.
And then back to Canyon. Canyon has a double on the night. Trying to frame that one, but missing outside. That one down lower half of the strike zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses outside, and that's going to chase Johnson down to second base without a throw. Give that a wild pitch, getting Luke down there without the throw.
Update just happened there on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard.
There you go. Yeah, big thanks out to those guys. They have been long-time sponsors. So whether you've been a long-time sponsor or just been around for this baseball season, we certainly thank each and every one of you. Of course, all of this brought to you by Valex Federal Credit Union. Check them out at valexfcu.org. And that is a walk for Kenyon as he takes off the armbands and makes his way down to first base. And that will put runners at first and second for Cody Davis.
Little gathering at the mound there, as you can see, little conversations. The infield. There you see Cody Davis on your
If I quit
camera.
fooling with the camera, you'd see him.
You got to tell me those things.
Well, surprise. Just trying to brighten it up just a little bit as it's getting a little further into the night.
Sometimes that camera just doesn't have anything bright about it.
That one, good-looking pitch, misses out of the strike zone, ball 1. I'll fiddle with it here in a minute. I'll work on it and get it brightened back up.
Absolutely certain you will.
Most certainly. One down here, bottom of the 4th. That one taken in there for a strike to Davis. And just game's had a little bit of excitement, but it settled into just one of those nights. Off and running, trying to perhaps draw a throw. You hear Coach Brown just gently reminding his base runner that he has the play on his wristband. You can't run into something like that knowing what's going on.
And because the Trailblazers have some cannons on them, they can strike it in there.
We've seen them throw the ball around, yes.
Yeah, not canyon, but cannon.
That one fouled off. I think the shin guard there, the catcher. That's the unmistakable noise.
Sound like it hit a couple of different padded areas there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Warrior catcher. He is 1 for 1 on the day as a walk and a base hit and a hit by pitch. That one misses low. Evens things up once again, this time 2-2. Again, don't forget, follow your Warriors. You'll have to drive to the Parish tomorrow to see them. They play against the Marksville Tigers in Avoyelles Parish tomorrow. JV at 4, varsity game is at 6 o'clock. That one driven right out to where we're at. And now the bases will be loaded. Good piece of hitting right there by Cody Davis. Seth Cook stands in there with the sacks packed for the Warriors. 1 down, ready to do some damage. One down, so the infield fly is in effect, and then your runners at third and at the bases set to tag if need be. That one taken in there for a strike to Seth. Seth grounds that one over to third and foul. Good job of jumping out and covering that by the third baseman, but out of play and foul, and quickly 0-2. Kind of a check swing, and Seth had to get in that zone, and that's what you call protecting with 2 strikes. You had to get in there and fight that one off. It's not the one that you want to swing at, but you get in there and just foul it off. Give yourself another opportunity, another pitch. If you're the pitcher for the Trailblazers, you may not want to come right back, and he does, and Seth promptly hammers that one out to left field. 1 run has come around to score, but the Warriors go in station to station in this one. Good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. Seth Cook. And being able to hit with 2 strikes is really where you show your maturity as a hitter. Luke Johnson comes around to score. Canyon moves up 90 feet, as does Cody Davis, and that'll bring Maddox Adelise to the plate, his second time to hit. Again, good piece of hitting there. 6-3. Warriors lead this. Adelise looks to bunt, and just a beautifully executed squeeze. Nobody at first, and that's a base hit. RBI.
And Canyon had the steal going. He was on the road in.
Great bunt laid down, and that's what you wanted to see out of these Warriors, is can they continue to play small ball and keep you guessing where they're going to be. Davis moves up to third, Cook to second, Maddox there, and Jack Powell stands in. That one up high. 2 runs across from the Warriors after taking the third off and getting no runs. They've got this up to 7-3. And Chuck, you like to go ahead and put the runs together and get up to the top of the 5th there with an opportunity.
Absolutely. Absolutely would.
That one driven way back off the wall. 1 run is in. Another run comes around to score, and a nifty piece of hitting by Jack Powell. 2 RBI double.
That seems, go ahead.
For the Warrior pitcher, gets that in. Go ahead.
I was going to say, he said that twice this weekend. Bases loaded, small ball, little bunting around, station to station, and then all of a sudden, wham, a 2-run double comes out of it.
After a couple of flies out to left field, Jack gets the double there and a couple RBI, 9-3. And that's going to cause a meeting there at the mound. But you take a look at Jack Powell, who is standing on second base, has impressed from the mound tonight, and now has hit the ball pretty well, as Jack will make his way over to visit with some of the players. And there is a new pitcher getting ready to come in. And that's just a hard-hitting bunch of Warriors that you're looking at on your screen. Going to take a break as we got a new pitcher in there. The Warriors have put up 4 in the 4th. They lead this one 9-3. 1 down, bottom of the 4th when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Micah Palmer, as we are back in the bottom of the fourth, the Warriors have put up 4 so far. Another 4 would be crucial here in this one as we play the bottom of the fourth. That one passed ball and drifting off a little, but not concerned with heading in there as Maddox Adderley's too much going on. Adderley's at second. Jack Powell with that big 2 RBI double stands at second, and Micah Palmer, who has a base hit and 1 for 2 on the night. That one misses up high. Chuck, we've talked about it. You get into the bullpen of these teams, and it comes into a battle of arms, and we've seen oftentimes you get into a pin. If you don't have arms on the back half of a game, it's going to be difficult for you.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a chess game in the sense that you really got to start a little pass ball there from the pitcher. Second baseman got over there quickly to recover it. So, but anyway, it's a chess game to see, because you got to look at what's coming up. When's your next game? What's your opponent like? So can I waste this kid on this one?
Right, and the Warriors are trying to get as much as they can out of Powell tonight. And that's another reason, Chuck, with that game, that tournament from this weekend, and that is ball 4. Palmer walks his way down to first. Runners at second and third stay because no force, and Aiden Cook will stand in there. Aiden Cook has a sacrifice back in the first, and he's been a catalyst, one of those big bunters. We'll see, dare the Warriors try to lay one down here with the bases loaded and 1 out. That one goes to the fence and back, and Maddox stays where he's at. Remember, Maddox Adderley's got rolled up on there at shortstop, so I don't know that they're really trying to test that knee much in this one, or ankle, or that left leg area. You don't want to speculate any. Been running well, but why press it on a night like this? Here's the delivery. That one hits him, and that's an RBI. Ouch. See, you like that RBI? Ouch?
Yes, it's an RWI now.
Right. Hit by pitch. And that's an RBI, and that will get him there. Micah over to second base, Jack Powell to third, and Maddox. And that's another point of why do you do that. Warriors have hit around now. 10th man coming to the plate in the form of Carson Courtright. Courtright was the first out of the inning, only out, so you know that he is ready to put one to do some business here. Hope that you are enjoying Grace Christian baseball this season. We will be here all of their home games and then throughout the playoffs as best we can. That one misses up high. Warriors, no matter what, will still have to come back out and bat in the 5th, but they are trying to get to that 10-run cushion. It's 10 after 5 is what it is, not
15 after 3? Okay.
Now, that rule was taken off a few years ago, unless there is one that is just egregiously out of whack, and this game is not that game. Here's the offering. That one misses outside again. If you're third base coach, you're like, look, there's no way that we are off and going on any of these. We're not going to run ourselves out of an inning here in an opportunity to get things going with top of your order up.
Right.
Carson Courtright stands in with the sacks packed for the Warriors. 1 down, bottom of the 4th. That one up high, and that's going to be an RBI walk for Courtright. And I think Courtright thought it was just 3 balls as he's waiting, but give him an RBI. That will send Jack Powell home, Micah to third, Aiden Cook to second base, and that'll bring up Luke, who all he's done is go 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored tonight.
And the coach for the Trailblazers, a visit to the mound. That's what's going to give it as well.
No, we're not. They're not going anywhere. We'll stay here unless they make the pitching change. May just talking to him a little bit. Again, taking just a moment to get things sorted out here. Pitcher stays in. They'll just briefly visit with him. And you hear the Kung Fu fighting, and that can only mean one thing. It's time. Luke Johnson stands in there. 3 for 3 on the night. 3 runs scored. Has had 3 singles on the evening. And, look, works hard at his craft of hitting all the time. That one misses 11-3. Again, no matter what, the Warriors will have to come back out in the top of the 5th to bat. We'd like to see them get above that 10-run mark. They can't end it here by any means, but you give yourself a cushion, and you do that because you've got a game tomorrow night, a JV game and a varsity game. You want to get out there and save arms and get this thing over with as quick as you can because you got the Oberlin tournament coming up this weekend,
right,
and then right back at home on Monday.
Get everybody home, rest, get healthy.
That one there for a strike. You just need big base hit out of one of these next couple of hitters. That one in there for the strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So whatever they said worked for a couple of strikes anyway. Luke now ready to go. That one
fouled back.
Driven out foul, inside outs. That one over the Warriors clubhouse. Knight has fully taken over here in this one. 6:45. Time change coming up in a couple of weeks. That one also fouled out and into the Knight down the line.
There it is.
I tell you what, third baseman made a pretty good effort. He chased that one down a ways.
He didn't miss getting to it by much.
Not at all. What a play by that young man be coming back into your screen, and he had went a long ways down the line. So kudos to that young man chasing that down. You saw Coach Brown out there telling him the exact same thing. The pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Johnson. Set for the delivery, and it's in. That one misses away. Fills the count up, and a good eye by Luke after fouling off a couple of pitches. Now loads the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Nowhere to put Johnson. A walk is an RBI.
Which is a stat.
Indeed it is. That one up high, and it is that RBI base on balls. Second time that Luke has been on base this inning. He's got a base hit and a walk. Now give him an RBI for Canyon Wright, and everybody at home get those shades out.
Dark outside or not, I don't care how dark your shades are.
You got to do it.
Dress out with them, baby.
Look, I'm wondering, it's his family a lot of times are following along on there. I wonder if they have their shades on that they put on during the game. That's what you gotta have that. Look like we're going to the bullpen, and we do. We'll take a break with them and be right back for this yet unsponsored pitching change moment here on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, But why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe.
And we are back. A little segue commercial there into there, but we did not want to miss a moment of the action tonight. 12-3, one important run away. That one swung through mightily and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to the sophomore first baseman for the Warriors. That one misses inside, evens it up. Or correction, 2 balls and a strike. You know he doesn't want to walk here.
No, he does
by any means. None of these Warriors do at all, but they're very disciplined. You saw that out of the last couple of hitters.
If it's close, he's going to eat, I can promise you.
Driven down the line and fair. 1 run is in. Canyon hustling around, and he's going to have a 2-run double for Canyon Wright.
Got his, was that the gritty? Is that what that was?
That looked more like the Bernie than
that's
anything else.
Why not do the Bernie at the burn, huh?
Micah comes around to score. Aiden comes around to score. Carson ends up over at third base. Or correction, Carson comes around to score as well. And Luke at third. Canyon with an RBI double. A 2 RBI double.
And there it is again. 2 RBI doubles.
And that will bring Cody Davis to the plate. Warriors have scored in bunches, and there's another one. 1 run is in. We'll see if they send Canyon. They hold him, and he'll hustle back into third. But that's an RBI base hit for the Warrior catcher, Cody Davis. And they hit in bunches. Warriors have sent 13 batters to the plate, have scored 10 of those. That lets you know that there's 1 out and 2 runners on. Runners at first and third for Seth Cook. Cook continuing things, just fouls this one off. You know, that's it. We talked to Seth last night, and he told us, you know, when the pitcher situation works out like this, you got to go first pitch hunting on that.
Yes.
If you're out at the ballpark, don't be confused by that 0 that is up for the Warriors in the 4th. Scoreboard just doesn't have room for double digits.
Huh.
This is a big inning. Off and running into second is Davis, and he will be there. 15-3 now. Runners at second and third. And the hits keep coming for Grace Christian tonight.
Big inside swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Warriors' second baseman tonight. Swung through that one, and that is Seth down on strikes. Second out of the inning. Maddox Adelise, who has a base hit and scored. Try to count up the hits as Adelise makes his way in there.
See your base runners there on second and third.
Seven Warrior base hits this inning and 10 runs.
Inside pitch for ball 1.
1 ball to Maddox Adelise. 2 base hits this inning for Cody Davis. That's one of those stats you like to see, that one in there for the strike. Ball and a strike to Adelise. And again, we said good. This, you remember back when he was on third, not running in on any pass balls. Now he comes up to bat again. That's why you let the inning play out like it does. Lifts that one foul and out of play. Again, if you're following along on Facebook or Twitter, we invite you to hop over to YouTube and watch it. Check it out at 446 Sports. The camera angle the video a lot more crisp and clear over. I won't say it makes us sound any better being there or look better, but the camera angle is down on strikes. That will do it for the Warriors in the bottom half of the fourth, but not before they pick up 10 runs on 7 hits. They do leave a couple of runners on base, but I think that Coach Brown will trade that one. And after 4 complete, the Warriors lead at 15-3. See if they can get 3 up, 3 down, and that'll do it for tonight's ball game. A lot of work to do as they come back. We'll see what happens here when we come back.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Back to the burn we go. Getting loose out on the hill is the starting pitcher, Jack Powell, who has went the entirety in this one. So anyway, back to our point earlier about switching over to YouTube to watch it. While you're over there, we went through 600 subscribers on our way to 1,000. We're up over 500 subscribers in the year. Yes, we just started this over the last 365 days. But thanks to you, thanks to all of you, we have had over 260,000 views of the product that we have put out there just on YouTube alone. And to all of you that are watching, I say a very big heartfelt thank you for that. You are the reason that we do what we do. Back to the top of the fifth we go, and Jack Powell stands in there, got his defense intact, trying to go 1-2-3 in this one and shut her down. Powell with a good leg kick. Misses up high on that one.
When you said shut her down, it made me think I used to work at a chemical plant down South Louisiana, and we'd have to pump out the sump tank. And when you get to the bottom, that's what our dispatcher on would say, shut her down, boy, she's sucking mud.
I apologize greatly. All of those, look, we just went down under 600 subscribers now as a whole host of sump pumpers unsubscribed. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sump pumpers, I said.
Sump?
If you can't say, yeah.
Sump. Yeah, I'm just going to stop after that one.
Right. So glad that you have been along for the ride with us tonight. That one ground up to Cook. He's got it there. Over to first in time. First out. 1 up, 1 down. Still have time for our pitching change sponsor. Give us a call. You would be surprised at just how economical our broadcasts are. Chuck generally works for a cheeseburger, so that how does it? Yeah.
Skinny burger, too.
Skinny burger. Skinny burger. If it's all that stuff on it, though, I don't see how it's that skinny. What made it a skinny burger?
Well, there's no buns. There's no bread. So
There's no burger then. That's chopped
No,
steak.
it is
all that
well.
is. That's that's a Salisbury steak that you used to get
With
in a Hungry
salad.
Man lunch.
Yeah, it was a
No.
Salisbury steak with salad. So I actually had a salad with beef on it.
Did you get your little blueberry cobbler that went with your Salisbury steak in your Hungry Man dinner?
Defeats the purpose of it being a skinny burger.
I guess so. That one misses out of the strike zone to the top of it, and 2 balls and no strikes. Down to 312 subscribers now as things spiraling out of control here behind the fence. Did you just giggle?
I did.
Wow. Right down the pipe for strike number 1. 2 balls and a strike, 1 down. Warriors lead this one 15-3 here at Merrill Blackburn Field Park, affectionately known as the Burn.
I don't giggle, I chuckle.
I got you. That one out of the strike zone, 3 balls and a strike. Warriors have just a couple of runs to play with here as the magic number in the 5th is 10.
We are there.
And again, this is swung through and missed. That is not an attempt. You didn't see it in the inning before trying to run anything up, but you give yourselves a couple of runs just for that errant home run that we saw. But I will tell you this. Seemed like the young Warriors woke up after that slow trot, swung on and missed, strike 3. Pow down to the final out. 2 down, top of the 5th. But do you remember that slow move around the bases?
Mm-hmm.
And a couple innings later, this one is over with. So you just don't poke the bear.
Or the Warrior at that point.
It's 15-3 here, 2 down, top of the 5th. Top of the 5th. We won't be back until March the 6th. March the 6th is when we'll be back. But I believe that tomorrow evening we'll be broadcasting Menard and Tioga softball.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Tomorrow, Tom Boucher is supposed to be there.
Tom Boucher will have that call tomorrow.
Eagles Nest on the field.
Yes, indeed. What time does that game go?
That is at 5.
Go to
5
Boxcast TV and search for 446 Sports. You'll find out a list of everything that we do. Or the easiest thing to do is like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell, and every single time that we go live, it'll pop up and give you a notification saying that we are live on there, whether it's the Warriors Coaches Show on Sunday nights. But I invite you, come out to the ballpark anytime that you get a chance to. We don't want you to watch the game if you can get here and see it. Watch it after it's over with. It stays on our channel forever. But if you can't make it, if you're one of the 50 countries and the District of Columbia that have watched us, we went over and got all 50 states now in 18 countries.
Wow.
50 states, the District of Columbia, and 18 countries have watched broadcasts throughout the last 365 days for us here. And that one is lifted, skied out to court right. Canicorn out at center field. Got that one. Sounds like a catch, and it was, and that's the ball game. Look, as he's drifting a little bit further out, we're questioning it. But able to get in there and pull that one down. And the Warriors, in run rule fashion, take care of Lake Charles College Prep tonight and send the Trailblazers back down to Lake Charles there. Warriors move to 4-1 on the season. Still have yet to start district play. Lake Charles College Prep drops to 1-4, and we'll visit with Coach Brown here momentarily when his shuttle brings him out here.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that one.
Right, we'll know that. Again, big shout out to Buckeye football head coach Ben McLaughlin. Ben McLaughlin. That right. I remember they don't know him as that, but Ben McLaughlin was working the field tonight. Good to hear from him before the game, and I'm certain that I'll hear back from him tonight as well. I don't know if they weren't able to get the buggy started because I see the buggy driver is back in the dugout. So
fence was locked. Oh, he went and unlocked the fence.
So he could buggy his way through.
Yep.
Well,
they ought to play boogie night.
Buggy night. Don't. That's Matthew West, and Grace wins every time, cascading through the nighttime air here. And we'll get. We had that picture posted. I'm going to make one of those, one of our metal prints. Thanks to the folks at BU Designs. And when I say folks at BU Designs, I mean my wife, that she is able to have that set up there at the house. she said, I want to shop. I said, don't worry, the kids are about to move out of the house, and we empty nest, but the nest is full of all of the equipment and such that we have. But we'll get that, and we'll post that. I invite you to come out and see it because it won't do as much justice over social media as it does in real IRL. How about that?
IRL.
In real life. See, I understand what's going on. Trying to get Coach Brown out here and not sure what is going on with them.
So what you have now at your house, since the kids are out, and she has her business working in there, you have kind of not the same as, but what we learned in Iowa, a house.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Shop house.
It's yes. That is it indeed. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Warrior wrap-up. We'll do that right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll visit with Coach Brown here on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
Just got the signal from the buggy driver that we may be able to visit with Coach Brown. We'll give it just a couple of more minutes, as talking to that team, of course, is the most important. But, Chuck, that'll give us an opportunity to visit back about what's coming up this week. The Warriors hit the road for Marksville tomorrow. They will make their way down to Avoyelles Parish and play the Tigers of Marksville. That's a rematch from one of their earlier games that they have played this year. One of the scrimmages that they played were against the Tigers of Marksville. So we look forward to following that one. Of course, we won't make it to that one. We don't cover games on the Wednesday nights here as Life Group. We'll be out at that at the church.
Right.
So and Chuck, you'll have the night off, won't you? That'll be. You're not going out to Menard, are you?
If I go, I'm going as a patron and supporting the school that I work at.
Oh,
So.
that is. Oh, yeah. You can't very well walk in there and no Menard stuff, can you?
I cannot show up like that. I will get booed.
I
and
think
you
have to go. I think you have to go out there.
I will go in a 446 sports shirt. How about that?
You need to call the game with Tom.
Wow.
From the Tioga perspective of it.
That would be fun.
So we have the buggy cam. We need a sponsor for the buggy cam too. One of those pizza delivery places or whatever it is that we'll do. He's like, if maybe we can, I don't even know if it's a thing, Coach, but if we can get maybe Domino's Pizza or somebody to sponsor the buggy delivery out here, that's what we're going to have.
Yeah, and we had the pizza chant going on tonight.
See, what is the pizza chant? I don't understand the pizza chant.
Well, okay, I had this game circled on our calendar because I'll tell you why. Last year, they whipped our rear at LCCP 19-13.
Right.
And they just beat us. And then over here, it was 3-3. We went into extra innings. They hit a 3-run bomb and beat us twice.
Right.
And I felt like this was one of those games we're going to see what we're made of because I think really they had us mentally last year. We couldn't do anything about it. So I circled this game. And then right there when it was 5-3 going to the fourth, I said, guys, you score 8 runs and you 10-run them. Pizza's on me tomorrow.
All I can say to that is what time. That's what now, we were talking about it too. And, Coach, let me tell you, I saw a moment that it kind of switched. And the momentum moved just a little bit is when the home run was hit by the gentleman from there, and it took him longer to get around the basins than I had ever seen one, and it was a slow. Did that fire the guys up in the dugout a little bit?
Well, I think it did. I think he was a little confused. I think he thought the left fielder caught the ball.
Okay.
He stopped at second.
Right.
And we thought he was going to go back to the dugout. And,
that's what I had thought.
And then first we had to ask our shortstop and second mate, did he touch second?
Right.
And they said he did, so we didn't appeal. But, yeah, I mean, and then the next inning when we were throwing behind runners and we got a pitcher again who doesn't have a lot of varsity experience.
Right.
But he did great. But we threw behind some runners. We can't do that. But offensively, we answered the call.
You guys put up 10 runs in that, and that's what we had to point out on the scoreboard, that it's not a 0 up there, that it flashes a 1 and a 0. But Luke Johnson goes 3 for 3 tonight with a walk, so he scores 4 runs on the night for you. But in the 4th inning that ended up moving over, every Warrior scored 1 run, and Luke scored twice, and that's got to make you happy coming into this one.
Makes me feel real good. I mean, I thought everybody contributed tonight, did something positive. And, again, I mean, man, some guys had really good nights at the plate. And seeing those opposite field hits by the middle of the order, that was impressive.
Speak to me about the effort of Jack Powell out on the hill tonight, not only going the complete game, but it does a lot because you turn right around tomorrow, go to Marksville, and then you got the big Oberlin tournament this weekend. So to use that term, you saved arms.
Absolutely. And we told him we wanted to get to the 5th with him tonight, and we were hoping the offense would show up. And, I mean, big-time outing by him. I mean, he besides the 3rd inning, I thought he threw the ball really well.
That's what we saw. We saw a lot of that. Quick question to Adelise. We saw him get rolled up there on second base as he was coming into cover. How's he doing? He seemed to run pretty well.
He's good. You know, he got cleated, kind of taken out there. I think our second baseman kind of cut him off there when the play was kind of going crazy there.
Right.
The play at home, then we threw back. Seth didn't realize Maddox was there, and but he's okay. He's a Bulldog. He's fine.
Well, that's good to see. You know, when you got up and you saw him run, and then now we made it a point. He's over on third. His first time that he's on third base in that big inning that you guys had. Pass balls, you weren't going anywhere. It kind of leaned. It looked like, well, we're not going to test the leg, but we're not going to run ourselves out of a potential inning here.
Yeah, we didn't want to run ourselves out the inning, and I really thought they're so athletic and they're quicker. They hustle to the ball back there, and I just felt like, why give a chance to get out here? Let's go ahead and see what we can do, put the ball in play. We got a little momentum, and let's see if we can finish the deal.
You talk about athleticism, and we'll wrap it up after this. I saw you go over and talk to their third baseman. That ball that was hit down the line, I thought nobody was getting it. He chases down the line and goes and gets that thing. He doesn't catch it, but what an effort.
That's what I told him. I said, son, that's a great effort. I mean, 11th grader. I mean, he's down by the bullpen gate, past it, trying to make a play. I mean, you can't coach that. It's just pure talent, pure hustle, pure effort, pure heart.
Well, that's great to see, Coach. Congratulations. You wrap up the 5-game homestand 4-1. Right back at it tomorrow, though. There's no rest and no days off, except a time to enjoy a little bit of pizza.
That's it. The kids have reminded me, Coach, pizza's on you. I said, yes, sir, it is.
Well, we'll look forward to visiting with you there. We won't cover the one tomorrow or the tournament, but we'll see you and the Warriors out Sunday night at 6 p.m. out at Fat Burger and Buffalo's Express for another big edition of the Warrior Roundup with Coach Josh Brown. There you go, Coach. Congratulations. Tell your guys we're proud of them, and we'll see you when we get back.
Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
There you go, Head Coach Josh Brown. That's going to finish things up. For my man Chuck Perkins, I am Doug Gann. We'll see you next time on 446 Sports. God bless you all, and good night.